Alright folks, Russ's bird is down. Got a little extra time before the sun goes down. It's like 6:20. So I'm gonna go out now. It's my turn. Let's go see what we can find. There's already a bird gobbling up on the hill. So, can't hurt to try. There's another one gobbling. See, they're starting to fire off. They're gathering up for the roost. So, let's see what happens, or you'll never see this at all. More to come.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Yeah. Good job.
They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Yeah. Check that out.
Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
So it is.
When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men tried to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sit on the
What's that?
Fighting each other's on the big side.
Yeah,
Shot the two birds. Shot one. See another one. Hopefully.
Either nothing or something.
Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun.
There's a smile. The turkey hunter is born.
We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon.
Good. He's good, man.
We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon.
That's right. Get your butt out of here. He's out for a day in the turkey woods. Yeah.
Do we need tags for this? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, we're heading in. Russ might be the film man today.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple 2-year-olds gobbling. I'm really not interested in that. Hoping to pull something bigger, and I'm just gonna have to yell at him to get out of here. Really would like to put down a minimum 3-year-old. That guy's gonna come in quick though. How far up should we go? Huh?
Let's go up there.
Okay. It's a nice piece of property. Getting into it. It's a good hill.
You're on.
Got birds gobbling. So far, everything sounds like a 3-year-old. But more importantly, we found morels. Gently pocketing my morels. And hopefully shoot something bigger than a 3-year-old, but I could drop a tag. Let's see what happens here. That bird's gonna be on us so fast. I'm not sure where we're gonna go. He's not talking, that one is. That one's really young. Sit down next to me. Over here. See what he does. That's a 3-year-old. I'll take him. Oh, I don't believe it. I shot over his head. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't believe it.
Okay, we're on.
It doesn't get any easier than that. I said, that's a 3-year-old coming in. I really don't want to shoot this bird. And then he's right there at 20 yards. He saw his fan coming and his head went up and he's looking right at us. And I'm thinking, oh man, do I really want to take him? And at the last second I said, yeah, what the heck? And I yanked the trigger. I never went back down low and tight. I didn't float his head. And I shot clean over and probably balded him right there on the spot. Oh, I don't believe it. I shot over his head. Perfect miss. I always love missing those easy shots. Just like that one I did a couple years back. Epic failure. But I'm not going to not produce it, because if I didn't produce it, that'd be just pride. We all fail. But man, does it get any easier than that? That was a 5-minute hunt. 5-minute hunt. I didn't deserve him. That's too easy. Let's go find another one. More to come.
Better go.
So, making our way around. You never know, we might pull the same bird in. If we don't call from the same place again, change your pitch. It's possible we could bring them in, totally different spot. Probably not, but we'll give it a shot anyway. We'll go around. See if I can miss on another one. Gotta be a bird out here somewhere. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday the 16th, the day after the epic turkey kill of Russ. It's also the epic day after my terrible miss. Man, I think I dreamt about that last night, although I've only had about 2.5 hours of sleep. But, you know, and then we had a great time afterwards. I'm pretty sure I'll get that on video of going up there and roosting those other birds. As crazy as that was, there's a lot of birds on that property, so I could not resist but to go back in today. I mean, we definitely got those birds fired up at the last minute before walking out. So I'm going back in. I mean, I need a little redemption. That was terrible. I can't believe I missed that shot. My gosh. When I looked at it after we got up, and I think it was 15 yards max. That's one thing that threw me off completely. When I'm looking at the top of that hill and I can see so much land out past it, and we had just gotten in there, literally, I mean, barely 5 minutes into walking, and we're hitting the dirt because of a gobble. I knew it was a 3-year-old just by the tone of its voice, but the other classic mistake is when I saw that tail coming up over the hill, I lifted my eyes off of my sight instead of keeping them on low and tight, and I started watching the tail feathers because I was looking at how round the tail was. I'm so focused on trying to hunt spurs that I lifted my face right off of my sights, and I looked over at that tail coming up the hill, and then the tail went down and the head came up, and I got to see what the camera saw. I have no clue. I'm going back out already. But in my mind, I remember coming back down to my sights and still staring at the bird for a second, saying, do I really want to pull this trigger? And then I kind of said, yeah, let's take them. And I pulled the trigger, and I know my sight picture at that time, I was not focused low and tight on those sights. I did not look for all 3 colors to be dead on. And I let it fly, and man, it went right over that bird's head. I know it went right over his head because it was so obvious. I think at the last second I even saw a tiny feather just lift off his head before he took off. We'll have to see when I look at the video. I don't know. But I know I was dead on, but I wasn't down and on it. So the shot went right over his head. I should have put it right down on the edge of the dirt, blown up the dirt, and taken out the bird at the same time. It is what it is. We all miss sometimes. I seem to be missing more than I ever had before, though, in the last 3 years, making me a little concerned. Even after going out and patterning my gun. But when it's that close, 15 yards or less, you got to be low and tight on those sights. You can't just be throwing it out there. It's not like a 40-yard shot where your pattern has time to open up. Anyway, so a little redemption going back in this morning. There was definitely a bunch of voices to listen to, so more to come. See you in the woods. Okay. Back on the property. I think I got myself tucked in here pretty good. Birds just started gobbling. Sun's coming up directly out. There's birds up the hill. It's the same ones I was working before we left. You don't sound like a big giant bird or anything. Just a good bird. After missing yesterday, I'm ready for a little redemption. So let's start the game. Let's be the first hen on the ground. Here we go. He's got Jake with him. This is where they were gobbling, trying to get me to come into the open to go up there with them. Gun's on the camera. I mean, the camera's on the gun mount. So, game is on. Man, my mouth is so dehydrated. 2.5 hours of sleep, I can barely make this thing work. One down. Well, there he is, folks. It was a fun morning. I've been kind of still hunting the other bird a little bit, but it was a quick, fast morning. I've been taking photos and doing some videos here and there around the property a little bit, getting to know the property more, but you know, he's a nice classic 3-year-old, nothing special. He's got a little bit better than 3/4 spurs, but he does have a double beard, and I have pictures of that. I've already posted it, but nice tail. Came in quick. I don't know. I don't know if the other one was any bigger. They sounded about the same. The other one held off for a long time. He circled the property, and I just, you know, I knew he was probably the twin to this one. They were both hanging out together, so I passed. I mean, there's still 2 weeks, give or take, left. Things are firing up really good, so I'm not in any big rush. He's a nice bird. I weighed him. He's exactly 19.3 something pounds. Nice sharp 3/4 inch spurs. Let me give you a look at his beard and stuff. Hang on a second. All right, here we go in the double beard. He's got a sweet double beard. The big one's 9 inches dead on. Well, if I hold it out perfectly straight, it's about 9 1/4 inches, but who cares? And this other one right here is just about 5 inches. So there you go. Nice double. Nice pattern master double. Can't complain there. Double the fun in the mountains. And I am up here just having a blast. There are still birds gobbling everywhere. I might just hunt my way out. I don't know. Depends on the voice. I am definitely going to be as picky as I can with my last one. But he's a sweet bird. No complaints. Nice big wings. And it looks like he's not been doing any fighting or anything. Definitely doing some hard strutting now. I almost didn't pop it, but you know, after what I went through with him yesterday, I basically said to myself, I roosted him after all that. He's with a buddy. Let's give it a whirl. So came back in the morning and he was hot to the call because, as you heard, he was gobbling pretty good with his buddy towards the late part of the day. You know, I give him a couple hours to calm down like we did, walking around the property, and brought him back in the morning. On the ground at first light. He actually came in, as you saw, pretty darn fast. But what a beautiful day it is out here. Man, I'm really thinking about looking around and seeing what else we have on the property. I don't know. There's a lot of birds gobbling in the distance, so I'm not in any rush. And Kyle just missed a big bird, I heard. He's out there hunting right now too, and he's pretty upset about that. But hey, we all miss. It happens. If you've never missed, good for you. This is my 4th miss in my turkey hunting career, so I'm perfectly fine with that. It's been a blast. More to come. Heading out here shortly. Well, we're all tagged and bagged. I'm gonna head out down the mountain and see if maybe I can pull something else in. Maybe more to come, maybe not. If not, this will be a pretty sweet, quick video, especially after yesterday's epic mess, but I'm over it now. Bird in hand. Anyway, more to come. We got more hunts, that's for sure. We still got Rick and James. If I get to be a part of the Rick James crew again, that'd be fun. If not, there's still Kyle, but you know, Kyle might tag out without me, and that'd be great too. And if this is the end of my season, it's been a fun season. But hopefully we'll get a longer one next year. More to come. Always more to come.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sunrise, when the sun.
Oh, I don't believe it. I shot over his head. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't believe it.